Greetings to the apostle, Ubaba S. Ndlovu, Umama, the prophet Ndlovu. Greetings to the senior pastor, the leadership of the church, and special greetings to the youth leadership and everyone who has attended. I would like to take this opportunity and thank the organizers from the youth leadership for making this occasion possible. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. I am Calvin Sitole. I would like to apologize for not being able to attend due to the prior arrangement that has been made. In terms of my profession, I'm an electrical engineer. I hold a master's in electrical power engineering, and I'm also a business person. I own Sizundawa Engineering, and I'm also a co-founder. The business, it's currently 10 years. We provide services in electrical maintenance, electrical distribution, building installation, solar design and installation, as well as maintenance in public and private sector. I am also involved in other business interests, which includes the logistics, which covers dry products, the 34-ton side dippers for manganese, coal, lime, as well as chrome, which also include the flatbed on the containers. On the education sector, I am also involved on a private college where we provide electrical engineering studies from N1 to N6, civil engineering, mechanical engineering N1 to N6, as well as the business studies, financial management, public management, N4 to N6. With regards to the session, I would like to briefly have a discussion in terms of a business on how do you transition from being an employee to an employer. When you look at the scripture in terms of understanding from Luke 14 verse 28, the Bible speaks of if you want to intend, or suppose a person intends to build a tower, there are few key points that has been highlighted there, which I would like to take those key points in my discussion. Firstly, it indicates the issue of planning, where you need to sit down and calculate the cost. If you want to start a business, or your interest it's in business, or you want to be involved in business, it's very important that you do your planning effectively. So when you sit down, that requires you to ensure that you plan accordingly in terms of involving your family members, if you are still staying with your family, in ensuring that, from a finance point of view, they are involved. What you intend to do, it will one way or the other affect the family. So part of your planning is to ensure that they are part of your plans. You also need to ensure that you adjust your expectations from all relevant parties or people that will be directly or indirectly affected. But one of the most key things as you are conducting your planning is to ensure that you actually live a modest lifestyle, in a sense that you live below your means. I cannot stress that point. It's extremely important that, when you do that transition, you live below your means. It's very important so that you avoid the issue of having debts that are unnecessary while you are in a transition phase. And another thing that you really need to be mindful of is to be on unnecessary pressure. You don't have to put yourself under pressure. Ensure that you live a comfortable life. In terms of affordability, you don't buy things that are unnecessary or things that you cannot afford, especially when it comes to cars, homes. You really need to ensure that you don't put yourself under pressure. And with regards to the business itself, it requires an individual to ensure that you educate yourself. You really need to do a lot of study in terms of reading about the business that you intend to do, attend a number of seminars, attend workshops. You need to ensure that you do a lot of seminars that pertains to the area that you intend to do. What is most important is to ensure that you gain the necessary knowledge while you still have the time to acquire it, because once the business has been established, you need to ensure that whatever skills or knowledge that you have acquired at the time, you need to ensure that you apply it effectively so that it can give value. One other thing that you also need to ensure that you look at, it's actually your health well-being. It's very important that you eat right, you are physically active, you exercise regularly, and you set your priorities correct. For one reason, because once your business is active and running, you want to be physically fit and active so that you are able to run that business, and also you are there for its sustainability and to enjoy the millions that you will be generating through this business. So the health component, it's very important that you definitely look after yourself while you are at that planning stage to ensure that you enjoy the rewards of that business. One other aspect that is important in terms of the business is the value that you are actually giving to the business. Don't compromise on the business values. You need to ensure that when it comes to the personal values and the business values, you don't compromise. You want to do business with integrity. You want to do business ethically. When it comes to your business dealings, everything is above board. That will assist in terms of sustaining long-term relationship with your stakeholders or potential business partners that you will engage in future. And another key aspect that you really need to look at is the relationship that you have. In business terms, we normally term it as networking. So it's very important that from time to time you have relationships that are authentic. You create contacts with good people. You are honest in your dealings so that you add value to your business. So when it comes to relationship, it's very, very important that you have different relationship, because when you are at a beginning phase of your business, you will want to have advice from people who have been through that route so that you get the relevant advice to people who have been there. So it's easier for you to learn from their mistakes so that you don't do the same mistakes that the other people who are in the same field that you intend to do, they have experienced those mistakes. So creating relationship is one of the key that you need to ensure that you maintain good relationship. You ensure that when it comes to relationship, it's not a one-way street. Relationship, it needs to be two ways. So you need to ensure that when it comes to maintaining relationship, you are as honest as possible. You create those relationships, and from time to time, your dealings are above board. When you are starting a business, from a compliance point of view, ideally you need to ensure that your business is registered. Like in South Africa, we are governed by different institutions. For you to be recognized as an official business, you need to ensure that your business is registered with CIPC, When it comes to compliance, you comply with SARS, the Department of Labor, and all the other relevant compliant bodies that pertain to the area of the business that you will want to pursue. And once your business is in operation, from time to time you need to ensure that you maintain the high level of compliance in your business, so that you don't compromise your business operations due to non-compliance on your business, which will affect your operations in the long run. You need to ensure that once your business is operational, your finances are in order in terms of paying your employees. You run that business with integrity. You ensure that your business is always in a healthy status at all times, because most of the time, once your business has grown, you will from time to time have to go to some financial institution where you borrow money in a form of debt, and it's challenging to get finances approved if your finances are not in good standing. From time to time, you need to ensure that the market analysis that you are involved in is done thoroughly, whether you are providing a service in terms of your business or you are selling a product. Market analysis in that area is very important, so that your business always is updated when it comes to the latest technology, the trends that pertains to your business. And most importantly, you visit also similar businesses that are in the same space, so that you learn from people who are doing the same thing. Not necessarily you view them as your competitors. Yes, from a business point of view, they are your competitors, but it's very important that from time to time you learn from each other on areas where you can improve your business. And also ensure that, from networking point of view, you create that network. In an event that you need support, it becomes easier for you to have that support from your fellow business companies who are in the same field. In closing, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the team for arranging this. And if your dream is to own a business, I would advise that you wake up from that dream and start that business. Thank you.